My name is Thomas Karimu Bandabla Baio, Mayor of Kenema City Council. Uh, Tough on the game, tough moving, hard to drive, a lot of constraints, but we are managing to push a lot. And the the people of Kenema district, to be precise, need immediate development for them. And then not only for the district, but for the township. As you walk around the Kenema city, you can see semblance of development coming, but at a slow pace. When you see the tarmac, Dama Road is not completed, Blama Road hangar is not completed. The price is so much for people that this project gets completed, and there's a lot to be done for the township itself because we need our roads, and the roads are not done. We have all over, Cricket Street and the like. So these are the constraints we are going, and people are pouncing on me every day. Mayor, how are you doing about our streets, our township road? The network is not good for the township, electricity supply, and the like. But everyday advice is a gradual process. We cannot handle development on a day basis. So we keep on going gradually till we see everything is settled. It's so high, not only bigger, so high up there. People want everything to happen in as much as Kenema is considered to be the strong base of SLPP. They want this government to deliver for them with a twinkle of an eye. Whatever is being requested for is done overnight. This is what people are yearning for, and it cannot happen like that. The party is not for Kenema alone, it's for the entire country. They need to service the entire country. Go to Port Loko, go to Makeni, Cambia, and the like. Go to Bo, Moyamba, and the like. So you cannot take Kenema as one of the only cities to be considered. But we are yearning for development. And we've been behind. Kenema has been backward for the past 11 years. The past government couldn't consider Kenema for any other development rather than neglecting us. So we need the development now. Now that we are in power, we want the development to come as early as possible. That's the cry of the people of Kenema. I cannot say I'm embarrassed. I'm here for that purpose, to listen to the cry of the people and to solve it immediately. And we are on it. There are a lot of projects that they've asked me to do, the government to do per se. They requested the city hall to be completed. That one has been done, and we are on it now. The contractor will start it very shortly. They asked for the clock tower. That one has been done. They've awarded the contract. Official is doing it. Probably they will start next week. And the host of other things. When you go around the town, you will see marks of development going on gradually. It's not immediate because there is no money. We do it as council gradually. It's so difficult, and we operate with the Dodo Dam, and the dam is down for now. The water level, table level is down, cannot supply any longer. We only hope on the generator machine they have in Bo that is supplying us now. That, in fact, has not started yet, so we are going without light. You see, everywhere we are using generator. But for now, we are getting constrained for light anyway. The dam cannot supply us any longer because the dries has affected the dam so greatly. Well, sometimes this leadership, you have to control it. I have where to report. I have my bosses also. We have the local government minister to whom we report whatever is happening on the ground. They also take this report to elsewhere, to the higher authorities for immediate action. So we don't go into proactive action except we are sent whatever is due for the people of Kenema. So we don't go into action like that. No, we are very, very close, intimate friends. We are brothers. We are doing things together. We are all working as a team to see that the party succeed in this part of the country, and our manifesto goes through. And we want to see that we are all together to see that whatever that was said to the people is being fulfilled over there. That's our aim, and that's why we are together to pursue that dream. Just a nice smile, have good friends around me, then do the correct thing and move around my people. The private sector in the country provides 80% of job for the youths. I think, had it been there, this bike riding would have got a lot of problem. This crisis, another war crisis in this country. Over 65% of the country population goes to the bike riders. So discouraging them now, you can see the bike riding has caused the fall of agriculture in this country. A lot of things have fallen because of bike riding. And we want government to encourage the other sectors so that facilities can be provided there so that these guys can return to agriculture and the like other things, areas also that we are suffering from. Now you cannot get palm oil, decent palm oil. Nobody, It's in the village there to do it. All of them are in the city riding Okada. So now you can see palm oil is increasing day by day. We don't have pepper in the market. We go elsewhere in Guinea to get raw pepper for Sierra Leone. And this is not done. So let government encourage the middleman class and the lower class, the village people, empower agriculture so that people can go back to their villages. I cannot tell you directly what happened. You know, when you go through history, you have the French Revolution, which changes a lot of things. And maybe the day-to-day activities is changing gradually. People are coming from agriculture to industrial activities. Some are going through mobile and the like. So I cannot say exactly that politics have caused a lot of people leaving their villages or the bigger town. No. The local mobilization of people, youth from one place to another, has caused a lot of harm to the villagers. There is no thing in the village any longer. They come for even to get their source. They come to the bigger town to get cassava leaves and the like. People think of Bava. They come from Hanga, come and get their plasters in the township here, which is wrong. They get grains, beans, everything in the township here. So it's really, really difficult for our people. So the urban migration is creating a lot of problem for us. A lot of problem for the cities and the like the villages. Over congestion, overpopulation, and the like in the cities. A lot of thieves coming to settle in the provincial towns, creating a lot of problems for the security sectors. These are all the problems we are facing. And then you can see, if you go around the town, the amount of bikes you see in the town, you cannot measure that to vehicles. We have over 90% of bikes in the township than vehicles. So these are the problems we are facing. I agree with you completely. Writing is done. And what is this writing? Empowering the sectors that can make things happen. If you don't empower me, I'm the mayor here, you want Kenema to be beautified, you have to empower me. You empower the agricultural sector throughout the districts, they encourage them. I mean, what will need to happen? These guys will go back and try to engage in their agricultural activities. But if you are working in a particular farm, you don't have equipment, you don't have the materials needed, you don't even have seedlings. How do you do agriculture? So these are the areas. If seedlings are supplied, facilities are given to agricultural people, I mean, people will go back to the agriculture sector. I see no use why I should sit in the office for the rest of the day without going to my farm. But if I'm empowered to do that, I will do it. But empowerment is what we are asking the government. Devolution should not only be in Freetown. Let it come to the provinces so that people can do the right thing. And I request the assistance of all Sierra Leoneans in and out of this country. We cannot build a better Sierra Leone in the absence of all of you people. When all of us come together, genuinely with our hearts built up of our country, we can make a generation mark in the history of this country. We've been behind far too long from colonial days, and a very good number of us are getting down to age. Down to age, I mean we are getting old. We are looking down to you people, the youths now coming, so that you can take from us. We appear to be young, but we are not young in age. We are old people now, so we look down to the younger ones that are coming behind us to empower them to see that our country develop. And development cannot happen within a day. It's concerted effort. All of us have to come together. As citizens of this country, if we neglect our responsibilities as citizens, our country will go down the drain. We are asking upon all Sierra Leoneans in and out of this country to come together to see that our country is properly fitted for all of us. I want to say thank you very much for interfacing with me today in my office. And I want this to go viral, that people need help. Sierra Leoneans need help. Our brothers outside should come into the country and invest their money in the country. If you invest outside, you might be doing it wrongly. When you come, you are from Kenema, invest your money in Kenema. You will see the results. Invest your money in agriculture in Sierra Leone. You can see the benefits. We have a whole lot of farms around, but they are abandoned because of money. So please, let all of us come together as Sierra Leoneans to see that our country is pushed forward. I want our brothers outside there to see that they see reasons why they should come home and invest their money. And the reason why I'm asking them to come home, whatever stay you do outside there, you must have to come home. Your children will ask you, Father, Mom, where are we coming from? And they have to ask you sometimes, some days. So we are asking upon them to come and do something good for this country. Doing something good for this country is a legacy you are leaving behind tomorrow. And your children will enjoy it. The country will enjoy the facility also. Other people will enjoy that facility. So we are begging them to come back home, not to stay, but to invest in their country. To invest in America, the taxes you are paying can build houses for us here. If you come up, put up structures here, it tells on the family you are having here. It's add on the pride of the people. There are friends I have. I've been encouraging them. Some of them are in Sierra Leone. I'm talking to you now. They are doing hospitals. Some are doing pharmacy. Some are doing other jobs outside there. They are here for 6 months now. They are getting close to a year. Some are getting close to a year. And they are doing great things here. I'm so impressed with those who came for the agriculture program. They are on it. Some have swamps. They've developed cocoa garden, cashew nut, and the like. 8 of them, they are with me here. They are doing great things. So we are advising our brothers to come. In the near future, all of us will benefit from what we'll be doing for this country. So I advise that we all come together as Sierra Leoneans and indigenous from Kenema to do something better for our township or district. You're welcome so much. Welcome so much. Take your time, walk in my town and see for yourself. Give accurate report to the people outside there. Thank you so much. You're welcome.
I am Zainu Deen. I am the administrative assistant. We're the High Court at Kenema. More or less administrative issues. I deal with all administrative issues within the justice system around this part of the country. Well, it's tough, but we're measuring up. The issues stretch beyond Kenema. Kainao inclusive, Dau, Shekwema. So to cover a whole region, it's not all too easy at all. Yeah, we're relating well. Because of course we can't work independent of each other. So we are relating very well. The police investigates, they charge matters to court, and once the matters come, when necessary, the magistrate had to remand somebody. It's the business of prison, and so it's a network, and we're relating very well. Sexual penetration, no. Okay. I mean, not now. Okay. Maybe before there wasn't much awareness. But with this hands off a girls thing and the much publicity around this sexual penetration matters, it's difficult now. Even with the police, they have no choice. Once they investigate, they just charge to court. And it's the business of the magistrate again to establish whether there is case or not. And where necessary, they're able to establish some evidence against the accused. They commit as well to the High Court. And once those files meet me, once they reach me, it's my business as well to do the depositions, make sure the deposition reach the state council, the draft indictment, and the proceeds to the High Court. I suppose so, because we don't get issues, negative feedbacks. So I suppose everything is okay. As much as this one, behind the mic. Yes, because it's all part of it. Certainly, you can be home and there are reasons for you to address one thing or the other. You have to always respond to issues as and when they come up. It's all part of it. Somehow, but it's not all too easy. You have to respond to the magistrates, the judges. The judge, if issues come up, for which you are to respond, they will call you, and off the normal job hours, you still have to respond. And we fix things up just to get everything on a stable level. Yeah. Well, it's good that you're coming around and you're sounding opinions around, and because we cannot be 100% for sure. And once you come around and there are issues you raise, we'll see how we respond to those, and then generally we'll get to see everything done properly, and because the output at the end of the day is what matters. And where maybe there's an oversight, if you bring them up, and then we'll respond to them as well, and everything will be fine. Recently, in fact, just before I took over in October, there were issues regarding, inmates in custody awaiting indictment. The ombudsman office, brought a list of those inmates, and by now I think more than 80% of those are before the court now. So we're working on the remaining 20%. No. Nobody puts the judge under any pressure. What is more, the pressure we get is bring them before the court. Don't keep people in custody. unnecessarily, awaiting indictment. Once we can fix the, get the state council to fix the indictment, and then they come before the court. Well, before now, the files from Shebwema, Daru, and Kainau are brought to to Kenema. But now we will be going on circuit to Kainau, I think every quarter. And so for matters from Kainau, Shebwema, and Daru, when the judge goes on circuit to Kainau, they deal with those matters. There is a resident magistrate there, so we have a magistrate court there. You're most welcome.